the John Meadows leg extension warm-up. You guys are gonna love this. All right, guys and girls, if you've done any of John's newer programs, so anything probably Gamma Bomb and later, you'll notice that he began to work in something he called a warm-up set of leg extensions. And honestly, I've been tinkering around with doing it with some other body parts and it feels great, but today we're gonna focus on the leg extension. So what he would have us do here is we would do our leg curls, and then I would always do adductors next, and then we would get into these leg extensions. And as opposed to doing, say, 2 or 3 warm-ups, a couple feeder sets, a top set and a back off, or just straight volume, saying doing 30, 20, 10, and a drop set, what he would have us do is just one all-out set that covers our warm-ups, covers our feeders, and then actually covers the work as well. So I would count this as one working set if you're at home doing this. But you need no warm-up here, guys. You literally just put the weight on a low starting point. So for me, if I'm on low leg extension, I'm probably gonna start it at 60. And then from here, it's a ascending set. So what does an ascending set mean? If you need it in a perfect example, go watch this video of me doing it with side laterals. But all we're gonna do is a rep scheme of 15, increase the weight, 15, increase the weight, and it goes 6, 6, 4, 3. So it's one long extended set. So the only rest you're gonna get is for the time it takes you to pull the pin out and put it in the hole lower, meaning heavier. And because the reps begin to peter off or fade down, you'll find that even though the weight's increasing and you're getting increased fatigue, that the quads feel great and you still have some power left in them. So the reason this is so beneficial is it's quick hitter, it's in your face, and then we're on to leg pressing or squatting. So because of the way my brain works, I always find myself when I finish doing one of these, either when it was with him or it was by myself at a lead or any other place I was training legs, I always felt like I had a little bit more in the tank. So let's say, for example, using this leg extension that I have here, my first set of 15 will be with 60. The second set would be with 80, right? For my second set of 15. What I found is after I get through the last round of the 3 reps with the heaviest load I'll use, I'd actually take the pin out, put it back in the second time I do 15. So on this piece, 80 pounds, and I just go to failure. Typically that left me around 10 to 12, sometimes 15 reps. And it completely erased all possibility of anything in my quads having left on this set. So if you want a little bonus add-on, so you take John's masterpiece and you give a little bit of Chris wisdom at the end, like to just milk a little bit more out of it. So you're actually gonna tack it on. So it'll go 15, 15, 6, 6, 4, 3, and then lower the weight this time and go as many as you can to failure. And I promise, like if you do that, you'll walk out of this leg extension with a pump like you've never had. And then also it'll be really priming your body for a leg press and the hack squat. One final note here I wanna have before I move on is you have to make sure you aren't just slinging this weight, guys. And even in the demonstration, some people might say, Chris, like you're doing these really explosively and powerfully. Yeah, you're right. But I have a ton of control over my quads and I can feel every inch from my hip to my knee when I do leg extensions. If that is not you and you have trouble connecting to or getting a huge pump in your quads, I really challenge you on this specific John Meadows warm-up to slow your reps down, really nail your form. And I'm gonna show you a couple of reps here so we can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so if I'm on this leg extension here, you'll see a lot of people that just come in here and they're just flinging their weight. They're spending no time in the stretch position and they're spending no time in the shortened, meaning fully contracted position. So I'm gonna demonstrate what I think your reps should look like on this exercise. So grab the handles, bear down. Don't be rocking and pushing your hips up. Drive your hips back and down to the seat. Grab the handles to keep you secure in there, because when the reps get hard, people try to run away from the pain and we wanna run to it. So grab the handles, chest tall, squeeze, 1, 2, full stretch, 1, 2. Now for me, I say full stretch, that's not getting under my body. I wanna keep my knees stacked over my ankles. So I never wanna let my ankles travel below me on this exercise. This is not a full range of motion exercise for me. So when I say a full stretch on this, I mean I want it parallel or right above it. So here, grab here, squeeze those quads. Squeeze those quads. And again, this is for people who are having trouble connecting to and feeling their quads get a pump. If not, I'll show you the tempo that I normally do like extensions at. You ready? That drills mine, but if you struggle with that, you need to spend a lot of time in the 2 end positions, meaning the fully contracted and the fully lengthened. So until next time, like, share, subscribe, do this John Meadows staple. I'm telling you, you will not regret it.